life, give me my energy. It's my pain, it's my loneliness.優しい夢は in your eyes 瞳閉じれば忘れはしない in my mind たとえ引き裂かれてももう一度この手に取り戻すまで安らぎの言葉に振り返らない Standing in my heart of darkness. Give me my life, give me my energy. Fighting in the heart of darkness. It's my pain, it's my loneliness.
微笑み忘れた顔など見たくはないさ What is up, everybody? Hello, welcome back to the stream. And Rodney, that's the entirely wrong game. This is not Tenchu, but no, it will be Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star, aka the anime where people get punched and explode in miraculous fashion. What is up, everyone? Welcome back. We're gonna have some fun. Lots of different games. Basically, there's been tons of games in the series for Fist of the North Star, and didn't know that they actually existed, having been a fan of the anime since I saw it like when I was a lot younger. And especially the movie was really amazing. It was more of a condensed storyline, but I didn't know that there were games for this series at all until emulation started up. And I was like, holy crap, there's like Super Nintendo games, Nintendo games, Sega Genesis games. Though actually one of the games for Genesis did come out in the States, we'll be playing that as well. Pardon me, I actually own it complete in box. But yeah, lots of stuff. So we'll be running through Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo, and either arcade Atomic Wave or PlayStation 2. We'll see which one works better. Basically, PlayStation 2 version of Hokuto no Ken, like the fighting game, gives you a couple other things like training mode that the arcade, of course, doesn't let you do. Yeah, exactly. There's one for Sega Master System. I don't think I have any Master System games, though, to be honest. Let's switch over to RetroArch. Here we go. So what do I have for RetroArch? I don't think I have any Master System games, unfortunately. So I have a BIOS for them. I have the BIOS set up for them, but I just don't have any games. I just have Sega Genesis games instead. Alright. So let's rock this out here. Fist of the North Star. So this is really wonky. This actually, according to this, came out to the United States. I've never heard of it dropping in the United States at all. So it'll be kind of weird to see what this actually looks like. And I remember it having really super bizarre jumping. Here we go, center of the screen. Adjust the audio. So you got kicks, you got punches, and this is what happens when you hold up. You have super jump, you can wiggle back and forth. Well, they appear to be exploding still, which is surprising. I mean, given Nintendo's whole past about censorship. Okay, so they explode when they punched. What about kicking? Nope. Okay, so it's like, I don't know if that one hit him or not. No, they just go flying off the screen. So I remember that the first boss comes down. You can kick him, it takes a long time to beat him, or you can just punch him like once and he explodes. This is such a bizarre jump. It's like moon jumping. Not even that. It's just like, it's super floaty. I have no idea these stars do either. Come back, star! That 2-second, 3-second song loop over and over. Oh, it's very catchy. Yeah, that's it. Boss over. You can try to kick him like that. It just doesn't do much, so yeah, just go ahead and punch him and blow him up to pieces. Yeah, this looks like it'd be a ceiling here. Nope. By the way, up should never be jump in any video game. It's like either you have punch or kick. You may not need to. You may not have both of them. But I mean, just don't ever make up kick. Like make up jump. I think the worst example I ran into that was for Ranma 1/2 on Super Nintendo. It's a fighting game, and by default, up is like jump is a button. It's not up on the joystick, which is weird for a fighter. But thankfully, you can actually go into the options and change it. Oh, he got me at the last second. Basques County Capital. It starts me at the beginning of the level? That's brutal. No checkpoints. Alright, see if we can cheese it. just keep jumping like a freak. Here we go, unofficial speedrun. I'm betting that they do this a lot in the speedrun too. They have to. I mean, this is a lot faster than walking. Yay, made the stage 2. Okay. Oh, it's not different music. Holy cow. Oh, this is actually a ceiling here. Okay. So can I go through doors? No. Select does nothing. This won't get annoying at all, listening to this constantly. Okay, what happened to the guy on the top? Did you see that? I have no idea what happened there. Okay, can't go that way. Wow, okay, so they got wonky jumps too, apparently. So while that's going here, Roddy, you mentioned there was a Sega Master System version, you said. Let's see if I can find that real quick. Sega Master System, here we go. There it is. Download. Bam. Okay. Yeah, so we'll throw that into the rotation. We'll do that after this one, because I only know of the Nintendo one that I'm playing right now that has, is basically the only version of it that I'm aware of. I'm not aware of any other Nintendo versions, but there could be out there, so it would not surprise me at all. Let's see, emulation. We'll just put this in Genesis, Fusion. We'll put in the very first ROM section. Extract here. There we go. Okay, cool. So we'll add that into the list here after the Nintendo version, after I get tired of it in a little bit. Which won't be too hard. I mean, this game is not really too complex as far as I can tell. And I have bomb apparently in the upper... I have no idea what that is. Like a lot of things in this game, I have no idea what in the world it is. I mean, there's like only so many button combinations you can do, like down, both buttons at the same time, select, that's it, so... Bomb is a mystery. Okay. Let's try going down then. Okay, so you can stand partially on a doorway. Not there, but here is okay. How about right here? Nope, that's gotta be some kind of weird glitch. Yes, that's a good way to start off your game. Just have it start with a maze. So that way you don't have to program in like 3 levels at the most. The game doesn't have to be very long then. I think that might be Heart? Okay, 3. Trader Concentration Camp. Yeah, so once again, I have Bomb and I don't know what it is. Yeah! Selected a button. Nope. Well, this is a great level. Trapped already, don't know where to go. She can't seem to walk through doors. Said up just makes you jump, down does nothing, select does nothing. Alright, well we've reached the end. Oh, that's a nice glitch. Good thing, Retro. Okay, so let's back out of there. So, let's do... I'm not sure if I have any Master System cores to tell you the truth, so let's go to Online Updater. Core Updater. Let's see, Sega. Master System. Oh, actually, this will pay. Okay, so the Pico Drive one I have does do Master System as well. Good. Okay, so let's give the game that I downloaded a shot. I don't know, Ken's looking kind of scrawny there. Well, they blow up still, that's a good sign at least. Of course, this is a Japanese game, so... Up is once again jump. And kick is your most valuable weapon because it has longer reach apparently. It hits pockets where it goes out a little farther. Punch is a little too close. And the enemies just come flying right at you in this game. They just come right after you, they don't stop. Yay! 5,000 points, whatever that means. Okay, so sometimes your attacks don't register. That's not good. Yeah, this game like gives you like barely a moment of rest. Alright, let me take a look at my stream real quick. It looks like it's really delayed. Video stats, low latency, 5 seconds. Yeah, it's not gonna fly. Refresh that. If it says low latency in 5 seconds, they're lying. That's not low latency at all. There we go, 1.6 seconds. That's better. That's low latency. Okay. Back to the senseless killing and murder. High kick, high kick, high kick, punch. You think after watching all their comrades and identical twins explode from getting hit one hit with this guy that they go, why are we running towards him again? I don't get paid anything. I hate to say it, but last battle is not going to be much better than this. Last battle is the Sega Genesis game. It's the one I own. Oh man, okay. Controls are also pretty stiff, especially for jumping. Of course, I'm also on a Xbox 360 gamepad, so who knows? That could be part of the problem. Heart! I know this guy. Oh, and I'm down. This is still chapter 1. Good lord. Hopefully I'm not at the start of the game. We'll see. I mean, these old games tend to be pretty unfair with checkpoints. That's why I was so impressed with games like when they moved to 16-bit like Super Mario World. You actually had definable checkpoints you could see run through and knew that, like, okay, if you die, you start there. Okay, so there's checkpoints. Back at Heart. Heart, buddy, when are you exploding? Okay, so you can't slug it out with Heart, apparently. Or Mr. Heart. Oh, it's really hard to jump like diagonal. I don't know if you can. Okay, you can apparently. But you'll just get stuck. Wow. I don't know if they actually programmed anybody past Heart. Probably not. Okay, so let's move on to the Sega Genesis ones. Now there was, like, as I mentioned, a American version of it that I actually own of the game. It's called, instead of Fist of the North Star, it's called Last Battle. And it's one of those amazingly censored games, like, okay, you guys tried, but it's like completely weird names. I don't even think the main character's name is Ken anymore. Here we go. Story, it's 1990X and the world has gone into nuclear hell. People are bad. Some people are good. Although everybody's starving, some people are just eating pure steroids and running around beating the crap out of people. Pardon me, you are one of those people. Wow, my ears are screwed. I don't know about you guys. That wasn't too comfortable. Sorry about that. Okay. So you got punch, kick, high kicks, high double kicks. So punching in this game is your best weapon, and you just move horrendously slow. There's no dash. There's nothing. You'd have to slowly plod your way along. At least up is not jump anymore, that's good. Hey dude, keep going. Okay. So in this game you get to pick your path, like where you want to go to fight. You can either go to arena, which I think is a lot harder, or move on to a small little town. We'll do that instead. Because, like, I want to reconsider. I want to quit. At least funerals are really cheap in this world. I think that's Yoko? That might be her name? Oh well, don't worry about it, Ronnie. It's all good. All we're just missing is plot in Japanese. It's very vital. We're playing the Genesis version of Hokuto no Ken, Fist of the North Star, where you have punches are your most valuable ones because they reach the farthest. I mean, just look at how absurd his arm length is. That's like down past his knees if you were to hang the arm straight down just about. And the fabulous kicks. That's beautiful. So I actually, like I was mentioning, I own the American version of this game, which was hilariously censored. Can I even kick these things? Yes, I can. Okay. Take that, boulders. You will not defeat me. Although so far the only real enemy in this level is like rolling boulders. Oh, you can go inside rooms, okay. Neat. Can I go back? I can. Ken gently plays soccer. Okay, I'm like, I don't know if this is a death trap or not, but this is the extent of your jump. Arrows can't defeat me. Okay, they might be able to. But yeah, this is pretty much the extent of the game. It's like, it's very, very slow paced. You can't even jump over the daggers, I don't think. Yeah, it's like, your jump is so incredibly shallow. You can't really get over the jumps, or over the small little... Okay, so you can jump and kick them at least. Why not? Because you're a badass. Stop! Wow, that was lame. Just kept getting hit by the axe that was down. It was just stuck on the box. Okay, maybe I can get just right. There we go. And it's one door I can't get into. Well, yeah, it's Fist of the North Star. Also, what's up, Fico? Yes, you can kick. You can kick axes and everything, but rocks to the face will kill you. Important lessons were learned that day. And also, this is a one-life game. So this is the Japanese version of Fist of the North Star. As you can tell by the lovely violence, everybody's heads exploding. If you've never seen Fist of the North Star or Hokuto no Ken, check it out. At least definitely check out the movie. Yes, this is actually an autobiographical story of my life that not people are really aware of at the time, but I mean, it's gonna get out there eventually. I spent many years as a Mad Max steroid-roided fighter, just blowing people up with my fists. Dude, I play with myself all the time, especially with my joystick when I play Street Fighter. You know, thrash it and wiggle it violently. So yeah, so this is the, I said, Japanese version, but there is an American version that I own called The Last Battle. They didn't call it Fist of the North Star, they didn't call it Hokuto no Ken. They called it Last Battle. And this game is hilariously censored. Pardon me. So let the story rock. Azarak and his two companions, Alyssa and Max, band together. Jeet Kwan Do. This is scrolling by really fast. Yeah, so apparently my name is not Ken, it's Azarak. I think my character's name is Azarak instead of Ken. Yes, and so goes the legend of Azarak, the last hero. Why did they call me Azarak? Why not Ken? I mean, Ken is a Japanese name, Ken is an American name. It's a global name. Oh yeah, there was like a lot of Fist of the North Star games. I actually started the stream playing the Super Nintendo one, or not Super Nintendo one, the Nintendo one. Then I played the Sega Master System. Got the heart, kept wailing on them, and just couldn't get anywhere. Legend of the Final Hero. Yeah, Azarak, that's such a bizarre name for it. So I played those games. I'm on the Sega Genesis right now. Oh, that's uncomfortable in my ears, and I have hearing loss. And then I'll be moving on to the Super Nintendo games. There's actually 3 games for the Super Nintendo or Super Famicom that came out in Japan. And 2 of them are fighting games, 1 of them is an RPG. I won't be doing the RPG, I'll just be sticking with the fighting games. But no, I've not played Lost Paradise yet because it's on PlayStation 4, and I am poor as hell, and yeah, so I can't buy it, so here's how they got away with censorship in this game. That people's heads don't explode, they just go flying off the screen. So that way you don't have to deal with exploding heads or bodies or anything, they just go flying away. Azarak with his flaming feet. Also, like, I'm pretty sure that the color palette's been changed too. I think, like, I was pretty sure that my uniform was blue. Now it's black. So I've not played Lost Paradise yet. It looks interesting. It looks like it's basically Yakuza with Fist of the North Star. Okay, so Max, I wanted to meet you. I wanted you to meet Alyssa. Are you trying to set me up? I'm trying to find Julia. I have the look of a hero. What are we talking about? Okay. He has the look of a hero, at least. We've established that over the Japanese version, so things are a lot better so far. Okay, so I'm fighting rip-off Green Incredible Hulk. Got it. Come closer, I kick your shins. Okay, and he's got a right-in torpedo move. No yelling mothers from LA, so that's different. Come closer, I will keep punching you in the junk. Is he gonna go fly? Oh, wow, he actually exploded. I am surprised. In a game where they have censored everybody exploding, he actually exploded. He exploded into yellow. He was green, so should that technically been blue? I don't know, I'm confused. Let's take a shortcut up here, let's see what happens. Mountain Pass. So I have life, power, defensive. Okay. No, I don't want to do that level again. Crap. I get to meet Max again and have him tell him that now he looks like he's ready for battle. So Fico, I take it that you've played the PlayStation 4 game? You have to, if you have, you'll have to let me know how it is. If it's any good. Pardon me. So it basically looks like Yakuza with Fist of the North Star property. But hopefully, if that's the case, it controls better than Yakuza 0, which I just absolutely freaking hated. And then I played like Judge Eyes, or it's gonna be called Judgment, I think, everywhere outside of Japan. And that's a lot of fun. They fixed... Yeah, so it's the same conversation again. So they actually fixed a lot of the problems I had with Yakuza 0 in Judgment, or Judge Eyes, and that makes me really happy. I might pick that up when it comes out. Yeah, because I mean, if you still have problems like locking on to people and being able to switch styles or anything, then I'm going to have a problem with the game, so... There is a demo for it. I'll have to download it and try it out. See how it is. It's like, I just could not get into it. I know people like really like it. Like my friend Ronnie, who might still be in chat here. I mean, he's got like all the games, I think, just about now. And it's just like, I tried Yakuza 0, I've heard some people just talk it up to me, and, you know, like, it's the greatest game ever, and I've seen people play it, and it looks like a blast, and then you actually get your hands on the controller, and you're like, oh no, there's problems. Hey, it's Alyssa! Azrak, save the world! Arzak, I am the only one who can save this world. I love this. Strength has increased. So he's just telling that to her? Imagine this conversation. Okay, you're going along, you're fighting, people are dying left and right. Hi, I am the one who will save the world. Strength increased. I mean, she's gotta be like slowly backing away in terror, like, okay, is this guy nuts? Is he gonna try to kill me? What's going on? I would be very concerned. Okay, so it's green Mr. Popo. If it's a real Mr. Popo, I'm in trouble. Well, that's great. Yeah, so I'm about to die, because there's like no way I can get in close to this guy. You don't have a block either. Okay, so green Popo is death. Got it. Let's try one more time with the Adventures of Arzak. Chapter 1. Yeah, let's skip that before my ears bleed again. So we can switch over to the Super Nintendo games in a couple minutes, probably about 10-15 minutes or less. I'll be hooking up my fight stick, because it is a fighting game, and I'm currently playing on a really broken down Xbox 360 gamepad, and that won't work. Yeah, I mean, green OP, like, green Mr. Popo is OP, basically Mr. Popo, really. By the way, did you ever see the Team 4-Star videos they did where Cell is waiting for the tournament to begin? And like all these different people from different animes keep coming up to challenge him to fight? It's great. I'll have to show that real quick. Let's see. Cell Kenshiro. Okay, we're gonna take like 1 minute out here and watch this just because it's just so freaking hilarious. Wait a second to get this set up. Okay, let's see. RetroArch off. Desktop on. See the future! This should be good. I have no idea about the volume. Let's... There we go.
Oh, goody, it's this guy. So then, Road Warrior, how can Mr. Perfect Cell help you? So, a man of few words. I can respect
Hey.
that. Okay, you'll just cut me off.
Bugman,
Homeless man.
the meat part of you, your muscles, is that bug meat or man meat?
Are we talking percentage? Because at least 30% if we
I don't
include...
care for man meat.
Look, you clearly got off at the wrong bus stop, so why don't you... Okay, but why though? My God, how did you know I was deathly allergic to tickling?
You're already dead.
Christ! Did anyone ever tell you you're already an asshole?
Are you going to eat that?
No. No, I am not.
Well, may I?
Sure. Make it your last meal, because after that, you're dead.
No, you are. Already. Again.
I love that one. This is like my absolute favorite of all the ones that they did for leading up to the Cell games. That one just cracks me up the most. Yeah, Ryu vs. Ken was pretty good too. And then Yu Yu Hakusho, oh man, that Yu Yu Hakusho is a great show. If you've never seen it, let me know, Fiko. I will set it up where you can download like all 100, I think it's like 120 episodes, something crazy. It's a great show. I loved it. But yeah, even theirs is pretty funny. It's like, I can use this special shot, like, you know, one time it can kill people. So I was like, that's great. But okay, so which finger blows up the planet? He's like, what? He's like, I can do that with any of my fingers. They realize they're outclassed. They're like, yeah, let's get going. Oh yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho, or I think they called it Psychic Detectives. They called it something different when they dubbed it over to like English, and I don't know what they did for Europe. So, but that was pretty good. Whoa, we need to turn the game way back down. Sorry about that. Okay, this should be better, hopefully. Yeah, but if you ever want to check out an episode of that, Fiko, just let me know. Either hit me up on Discord or Twitter or whatever. I'll throw in a couple episodes on my G Drive. So you can download, see if you like the show or not. I think the episodes that I have are dual audio, so it's like either you can pick between either Japanese or English for whatever you prefer. Wow, I just got clobbered on that one. It's like Metavan AJ was in here like a couple weeks ago. Now we're talking about... No, actually, I take that back. I was on his stream. He was playing Bayonetta. When we brought up like Ninja Scroll, he had never seen it. So I was like, dude, how have you never seen Ninja Scroll? But of course, he's like 19. So I'm like, well, that explains it. Strength has increased! So I threw that in my G Drive for him. I'm like, dude, you have to watch this anime. It's nuts. Ninja Scroll was like the anime... See, I grew up like watching anime for the longest time, so that when I had friends in high school who had never seen it before, I would show them that as their very first movie, Ninja Scroll, and it'd be great because in the first 5 minutes, like I just look over and just watch their jaws just drop and their eyes widen, like, oh my god. It's like, yeah, it's quite the difference when you're used to like Disney movies to all of a sudden going to like people getting ripped in half and some giant stone guy drinking their blood. And that's just like the first 5 minutes of the movie. Aha! Yeah. Actually, if you take a look at his arm spray right there, if you were to probably like rotate that to down, it'd be down below his knee. So apparently he's got like gorilla arms. Let's go left this time. I went right last time in the Japanese version. Well, if arrows don't like stick in you, they just bounce off you. Like they're just an inconvenience. Ow! Stop! Yes, you can punch arrows. I noticed at certain points, like, I was, like, jumping faster than normal. Axes cannot defeat me, except for when they do. I have no idea if there's anything inside these rooms or if I have to go into them. I'm just going into them because I can. I also have, like, this power bar. And I have no idea what it does. I could probably pull out my manual. Like I said, I own this game, complete in box. I should probably check the manual to see what it says. Find out more of the adventures of Azrock, or Arzrock, or whatever his name was called. Yes, apparently somebody put, like, Nerf tips on the end of the arrows there. We don't want anybody to actually get hurt. We don't want anybody to actually get hurt. Wait, how'd that X go through a box? I call shenanigans. Okay, so this is a hard wall. Oh good, more falling rocks for no reason. My nemesis. Okay, so if you neutral jump, then press a direction, you actually go farther. Oh god, not the boulders. I'm not afraid of bees, but boulders, oh my god. Okay, so I made it this far in the Japanese version. I wonder if some poor soul has done a speedrun of this game. I mean, usually you want to speedrun a game that you have fun with, you know? I don't see this as being fun in any way. Okay, and we got people trapped. I can't believe you're here! Save me! ZB. ZB was a bad guy. Arzak, I want you to help me. I want you to help me. Strength has returned! Okay, so are we gonna free them? No, okay, so... we need you to help me. Strength has returned, and they're still in concrete. I don't think I'm the hero in this game. Oh, this is gonna be deadly. Yes, I've done everything I can. I'm guessing this is probably Ray in the Japanese version. He's got like a red eye in the lower right-hand corner. So yeah, we left him to die. I mean, it was clear that I didn't have the strength to free them from that, but, you know, I tried. I did my best. My best really wasn't doing anything, but I wished him good health, at least, you know, that maybe someday something might happen to him. So I know there's a PlayStation 2 game for Fist of the North Star because I have it downloaded. I'm not sure if there's a PlayStation 1 game. There is. Seikimatsu Kyūseishu Densetsu. Yeah, I just completely murdered that. I'm aware of that. Ooh, this might actually be interesting. I might already have it. Let me take a look at my emulation folder real quick. ISOs. No Hokutos. Okay, so let's try this. This might be interesting. No guarantees, but it just might be. So, let's try the first Super Nintendo game we have of Fist of the North Star. So this is like number 5. They call it Fist of the North Star number 5. This is actually an RPG. I won't be playing that. But 6 and 7 were fighting games. So we will be giving those a shot. And this was like the first time I had ever heard of a Fist of the North Star video game. This is back like around 97, 98. Super Nintendo emulation starting to become a thing. So, like, all of a sudden I'm like, Hokuto no Ken, like, I didn't really know Japanese at that point. I was just barely starting to get the idea of trying to learn it myself. And I'm like, wait a minute, is this Fist of the North Star? And I'm like, holy crap, there's like games, like, it was like my first exposure to a world that I had no idea about. Like, oh, like crap, that there's like, you know, games that never came out from Japan to the States. Like, it seems like naive to not know that now, but back in the day, that was like completely and totally mind-blowing to me. And there's this whole world of games that I didn't know existed. Suddenly I had them at my fingertips just to play and explore and you know, and to try out on my computer. It was shocking. Yeah, sometimes they have really good exclusives, but I mean, at that time frame, it was just, it's really hard to describe unless you've been there. Just all of a sudden, like, you've always been, like, if you wanted to play video games, you had to go to an arcade, or you had to go and buy the console itself. Then suddenly, like 2 years after the consoles have quote-unquote died, you have the ability to play every single game just about ever made on your computer. I mean, we had to use like Sidewinder controllers, which were total garbage back then. I don't think you ever had to live through that fun, Fico. Or anybody under the age of 25, I don't think. But, I mean, it was pretty rough trying to get those Sidewinder controllers to work. The D-pads were really stiff, or you had to use your controller, like your keyboard. But, I mean, it was just amazing to suddenly have full access to Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Sega Genesis, all these different things at your fingertips anytime you wanted. If you just had to have the patience to sit through a incredibly slow download on a dial-up connection. Okay, let's make that bigger. Start to screen. And extract. I'm extracting the PlayStation game. So I found that there was a PlayStation game. I thought that I looked up one for the Sega Saturn before, for Fist of the North Star, and it was kind of like Yu Yu Hakusho game I have for the Super Nintendo, which is you pick like punch, kick, special, and then it'd play like a little animated clip whether you hit it or not. It's an interesting game, but I didn't think it'd be too much fun to watch on stream. But from what I found, it looks like the game I downloaded for the PlayStation is like a 3D beat-em-up. Trust me, putting it on easy is not making this game easy at all. So you got Ken, you got Hart, Ray, I think that's Souther? Not sure who these guys are. I don't even know who the world that is, and that's supposed to be Rao. So this game has more of a fluid animation versus 7, which is like set like it's got lowered frame rate, but it has more enemies and moves to it. You know, that'd be cool. But Free Fight is basically you just pick whoever you want to fight. So if there's special moves in this game, I've never been able to find them. How they got a sequel off of this game, I don't know. Okay, I'm pretty sure my controls are screwed up. Give me a second. We're gonna go into Controls. Yes, joypad, mouse. Yeah, we're not using the mouse. I don't think it'd even work. B. Select. Okay, so RetroArch still has not made it easier to remap controls, unfortunately. It's still pretty complicated. So I have kind of messed up controls, I'm pretty sure, because I'm just hitting like the Y button. It's making me jump up and kick at the same time. And then you run into things again, like the same buttons over and over. At least they put in like icons now to kind of give you a little bit better of a hint, but setting up a controller in RetroArch is pure nightmare still. They still have not made it easy. Yeah, managed to hit him with a special move. Doesn't really do much. So how this game got a sequel is beyond me. Someone looked at this and said, yeah, we should totally do this again. And they did. Free fight. Pick Ray. Hey, it's Nimix. First, the Invisible Man. Just takes him out of the list. Let's try Hobo Gardening Reject Man. Playing Fist of the North Star games today. Hokuto no Ken. Well, that's good. It's always good when things are not too hectic, at least. Yeah, so Fist of the North Star, if you're not familiar with it, is an anime that came out in the 80s, originally based on a manga. And I only have like 2 attacks when crouching. This is such a weird setup. But it's basically like Mad Max, Nuclear Holocaust, and basically you're a hero looking to try to find your girlfriend who has been stolen by your former best friend. And your special ability is you can make people explode by punching them. Ray's ability, the guy I'm playing with the green on the left or the right side of the screen now, actually would cut people in half with his fingers. That's pretty cool. He kind of does look like Bayou the Monkey. That's like the best comparison so far. I'm trying to think like where have I seen this guy before? This game is so janky. It's like, it's hard to describe unless you actually play. Like, buttons don't really do much of anything. Oh, so it can hit me from behind, okay. The enemy, like, the computer does, like, so much damage on top of it. You do almost nothing. Yes, pink rainbows. It's weird, but nobody's exploded so far. Alright, so that's Fist of the North Star 6. It's not that good. So we're going to switch over to 7. Seiken, Retsuden, Denshōsha, Michi. Yeah, exactly. For me. Does this game actually have an intro? Ooh, it does. I don't know. I looked up, like, I considered possibly adding these to my collection. Because you can find box copies for Super Famicom for probably around, like, 50 bucks or so. $50 to $30, just depends on what game it is. 6 seems to be harder to kind of find versus 7. So 6 costs a lot more. But it's like, then I'm realizing, like, I like to have good games in my collection. Games that I enjoy playing, other than just having them in my collection. I like to actually play them. So I really wouldn't want to have these games, like, I wouldn't go out of my way to add them in, like, spend money on them. Because I just don't think they're good. That's the one thing, like I mentioned about, like, wow, emulation is amazing. Like, I have all these games I never knew about at my fingertips when I was a kid all of a sudden. Teenager. But then at the same time, you realize that some of these games are just pure garbage. It's like, thank goodness they did not come over here. So I'm sure the whole story that went scrolling by the screens talking about how there's a nuclear war in 1990X. And how everything went bad. And your former best friend stole your girlfriend and you're trying to get her back. Okay, I'm not seeing a block anywhere. So block must be... Oh, block... Yeah, block is holding back, apparently. Okay. Ooh, super easy. That's definitely for me. So trust me, usually putting, like, these games on super easy or easy doesn't make much of a difference. So the biggest thing you'll notice right away is it's a lot more colorful, but you have a lot lowered frame rate. Okay, that was a special move, Blue Fist. Yeah, Blue Fist. It's like Blue Waffle, but just not nearly as disturbing. Oh, this guy is amazing. Heart was... basically, like in the movie Hokuto no Ken, or Fist of the North Star, he was like pretty much defeated in like one hit. Violently so. But in the manga, he was like a lot more formidable. Because you gotta remember, this is like the nuclear wasteland future. So everyone's starving, but somehow I'm eating steroids non-stop and have my ripped physique. But then, like, you got people like this who are just perfectly fine. But yeah, Heart was like kind of like Juggernaut almost. And like he was on the ground and like you couldn't really get him off his feet. You could like do massive amounts of damage to him, like his stomach, and he'd just like reshape it back and like nothing had ever happened. So notice that we're doing like no damage to each other just about. Yeah, so like 3 hours later, the fight might be over eventually. I have no guarantee about that. Exciting, thrilling gameplay. This Twitch will not be able to contain the excitement. I don't know, paint dry or grass growing? I mean, they're both about the same instance here. Yay, something happened. Oh. So yeah, that was something that happened. Let me try to see if I can find it. Fist of the North Star movie. Yeah, here we go. That's what I was looking for. Put that on the menu so we don't have to keep listening to it over and over. Yeah, so, yeah, if you're not familiar with it, there was a Fist of the North Star animated movie I've been referencing quite a lot. It's very violent, but it's very, very fun to watch just because it's so over the top. It's also extremely censored. There was actually like an uncensored version of it, which only came out in Italy of all the places, and it's extremely hard to find. But just like a clip, this is what Heart is supposed to be like a little bit more intimidating. Wow, that audio is terrible. Apparently, whoever put this video up recorded the audio across the room in a Folgers coffee can. And it's very common to have people suddenly grow to be 100 feet and then suddenly back down to like 8 feet, then 2 feet, and then 600 feet. And that's the problem when you try to fight him. Normally. Like I said, now he's back to being around 20 feet now. 20 feet tall. So you want me to help out? He's like, no, I got it. So yes, he created a fat pool. Different take on You're Already Dead. This is part of the censorship. Yeah, they do that randomly throughout things, but that's basically what Fist of the North Star is. Basically, you walk around, you punch people, they explode in the chunks, and good times are had by all. Well, except for the people who got blown up. But yeah, I mean, definitely go for the testicles in any fight. It doesn't matter what you do. Just don't this whole mystical martial arts pressure points stuff like that. No, just go straight for the genitals. That always works. Alright, so I downloaded a PlayStation game, Fist of the North Star. Fico kind of jogged my memory on that. I'm like, well, maybe there is one I don't know about. So we're going to check that out real quick. The emulation folder, ISOs. Should be a Q file. I'm not sure which one it is. Densetsu. Japan, I know. Which one is it? Track bin. Pardon me. Just looking for the Q file, but unfortunately it takes a while to scroll through. Here we go. Okay, and set that to Beetle HW. Listen to the nostalgia. You know, I wasn't really a fan of like the PlayStation 3 startup, which is basically like an orchestra warming up. PlayStation 2, not so much either. PlayStation 1, though, startup, that opening BIOS I love. Which is such a shame, like PlayStation 4 has nothing. It's just a PlayStation 4 logo. Ooh, I'm very angular. You are shocked. Okay, so it looks like it's pretty much going through the anime beginning. So, Fist of the North Star has two plots, basically. One, you're trying to get your girl back from your former best friend who stole her because he's insane and thinks that she should be with him instead. And then two, one of your older brothers named Rao is trying to take over the world, and he's quite succeeding at it. And, like, Rao is, like, basically the guy, like, the big giant horse you see. So is this going to do the anime beginning?
1990X 年世界は核の炎に包まれた
This is unskippable.
死は避けあらゆる生命体が絶滅したかに見えただが 人類は死滅していなかった 水だ 食料もたっぷり持ってやがったぜ
Wow, like I said, it's really weird. This is unskippable completely. They really want you to see this
世界
beginning.
は再び暴力の支配する時代になっていた
さーてトルモン取ったら偵察に戻るぜおいあ、なんだあいつこっちに向かってくるぜ気にするな獲物が一匹増えただけのことだ
Why is he walking so weird?
よー兄ちゃんここを通りたきゃ水と食料置いてきなない本当かじゃあ調べさせてもらうぜ
I always love bad guys in Japanese because they have this particular accent, tough guy accent. Like you hear the rolling R's, which is weird because Japanese doesn't have R's. They'll emulate it. Something gonna happen finally? Yes, maybe? Alright.
死にたくなければやめておけ。バカめ、死ぬのはお前だ。
Maybe? Okay. Got punching. Alright, we're off to a good start. Got a jump, got a kick, got a jumping punch. It's no guys, but I mean, it will do. Yeah, what I should do is I should put this in like, oh yeah, I'm playing like Lost Paradise and say, man, these graphics really look terrible. I mean, this would have looked good in like the mid-90s, but not now. This is embarrassing. Yeah, don't appear to have a block or anything. Come on, guys, come down here. Wait, did I just block there? Yeah, so if I hold down punch, I got a block. Okay, that's good to know. Okay! So it's like a pseudo 3D beat 'em up. Let's take it one step further, however. Let's make it look pretty. Well, as pretty as you can get with a PlayStation game, at least. Yes, somebody went beating them up, everybody. What? Who?
俺たちの仲間にこんなジドこいつまだ息があるぜおいどうした何があったんだ
Hey, tell me what happened.
北斗胸に7つの傷の男なんだ今のは
I mean, probably. I mean, their diet, it can't be that great for them, Fiko. And they're probably just eating a lot of rocks and sand and anabolic steroids. Some human growth hormones, too. For me. So far this game is like very heavy on plot. I mean, you're just like walking around. Seems to be kind of following the manga though. Seems to be mostly following the manga as far as I can tell. So I know you end up in town and they throw you in jail because they think you're some kind of like, you're one of the raiders. And you meet two annoying kids in here. One of them's deaf, or not deaf, but mute. And they just kind of abandons them and you don't really see them again for a very long time. Lean! She's basically mute because she saw her entire family get slaughtered in front of her.
ありがとう。生き返ったよ。俺はケン。名は何というのだ。
Hi. Thank you. My name's Ken. What's yours? And she's basically telling you that she doesn't talk.
そうか。辛いか。
Are you seeing anybody? This is Japan, I mean. Let me touch you.
動かないで。
Well, most people explode. This will somehow suddenly heal you.
何したんだ。
喋れるようになるおまじないだ。あとは彼女の心次第で。
Basically, I've restored her ability to talk. It's up to her if she wants to.
大変だ。ジードの奴らが。
And then some raiders come.
一緒に来い。
So normally what happened is like in the manga and the anime, basically Ken just like rips open the bar cells himself.
お前に行かれちまったみたいだぜ。自分が殺されると分かってるんで、鍵を置いてきやがった。ジードにかかっちゃ村の連中なんざ、1分で皆殺しだからな。
奴らの目的は多分。
Yeah, I can guarantee nobody's ever done a speedrun of this game because all this is
何
unskippable.
したんだよ。おい、何やって。
Steroid power, activate! Or PCP, whatever it is that makes you want to do that. Yes.
抵抗をやめろ。この村に胸に7つの傷を持つ男がいるはずだ。出てこんと。
This part was also covered in the movie too,
娘の
so
首を引きちぎるぞ。
trying to remember what I watched the other day and it was really good. Oh yeah. So I finished like the first season of Sword Art Online, and I still don't get why people are like hate on it. I'm guessing because it was something else popular, but I don't know. I'm about to start the second season, so that might be where it tanks. The show seemed okay.
邪魔だ。どけ。なんだ？ふざけやがって。死にやが。
That guy owed me $20. What the hell, man?
その昔、
I'm not gonna get that back.
中国より伝わる恐るべき暗殺剣があると聞く。
This old guy basically knows, like, oh, you practice an extremely rare and very violent form of martial arts.
肉体の経絡飛行に衝撃を与え、表面よりむしろ内部からの破壊を極意とした一撃必殺の剣法。それが今ここに。
やはり貴様か。
So did I actually get to fight anybody, or am I just gonna watch the entire saga play out? Okay, yay, I might be able to do something. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm all for it. Still don't know how to do super moves.
どうした？たった一人の男に何をしてるんだ？
Yeah, like all of a sudden I just started doing that for no reason. Okay, I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do there. Just gave me a punch symbol, but didn't Maybe they're buttons? Okay, let's try this. Okay, so I gotta figure out what is what on the controller. Okay, let's try this again. Okay, figured it out. It's like, thanks. I mean, my back feels great. It got the crick out of my neck. He said it! You're already dead. What? Kablam. And just like that, they just decided to walk away and just leave Lynn. You're on your own, kid. So, I mean, this game has like the best walk cycles ever. I'm kind of like moonwalking in place almost, going forward. And she goes, hey, come back! Literally. You said you'd marry me! Ken, why? You're my wife now. Now get back to the salt mines. You still have all your fingers. Okay, so yeah, we kind of got the whole premise here. I mean, it's just going to take forever to get through all the unskippable cutscenes. So it's an interesting game. It really is, but it's like, it's just the unskippable cutscenes just kill it for me. Holy crap. It's definitely one to kind of play through on your own time, but I wouldn't really advise kind of doing it that way, like, you know, letting it, just like playing it on stream, really. So I need to hit the restroom real quick, but what I'm going to do instead is I'm going to, well, I'm going to still do that, but I'm going to fire up the arcade version of Fist of the North Star. And let that intro rock for you guys. Pardon me, let's see where I set up a Thomas Wave. Here we go. Alright, so I'll be right back in a minute.
1990X 年、世界は核の炎に包まれた。海は枯れ、地は裂け、あらゆる生命体が絶滅したかに見えた。だが、人類は死滅していなかった。
Alright, I am back. So, yeah, so this is the arcade version. I have it set up so to be in English quotation marks, because this didn't really come out for, you know, American regions. But it basically changes some of the stuff into English for, like, the different screens. Let's see. I thought I had this set up for a stick. Guess not.
Hokuto no Ken.
So if this doesn't work out right, this was actually ported to the PlayStation 2. I'll just fire up that version. It runs just as well. So this is done by Arc System Works. The same people who make the Guilty Gear series. They made Dragon Ball FighterZ. It just recently came out. And this game is no way, shape, or form balanced. It's known for having infinites. Gamertwan, I believe, is the Twitch channel. Actually had they had a tournament in Japan that they live streamed the other day. And it's not uncommon to see like 140, 130 hit combos.
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Alright, and instantly I don't have certain buttons. Okay. Let's special 1, 2, 3. Okay. Oh crap, they followed me from the other game.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
There's also like an instant kill too in this game. Alright, let me switch over to... Yeah, I'm gonna switch over to the PlayStation 2 version because controls on this are really kind of messed up. And I want to have to sit and try to figure out live on stream how to reconfigure a Thomas Wave. Even heck's too good for a beast like you. You said heck. Alright, so let's switch over to PlayStation 2. Get that rocking. Okay. Okay, it's not capturing it again, right? So give me a second. Here we go.
Hokuto no Ken.
But since it's on the PlayStation 2, it's blurry. Oops, wrong button. Japanese. Violence strong. Yes. Please, violence strong. Alright, this version's not that good. Let me switch over. I have a different version of PlayStation 2. It'd be just 1 second. I apologize. Thinking like, oh yeah, I have a newer updated version, but I don't have it linked on my desktop for some weird reason. So let's fire this up. Do the full. Okay, I think this one will behave a lot better.
Hokuto no Ken.
Yeah, this seems better already. Perfect. Punch, hard punch, kick, hard kick. R1 special. Okay.
Hokuto no Ken.
Alright, so let's do arcade. We'll fire that up again. So now I know where the buttons are. It should be slightly better in my flailing. No guarantees, really.
Gekitou versus
Mr.
Mr.
Hart.
Hart.
Not Mr. Hart, but Mr. Hart.
Yup. The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
My destiny is to decide to punch you in the face. Oh, that is too short ranged. So once again, like, OBS is destroying the game because this runs like full speed. Unless I'm streaming, apparently. So now it's running like around 50 to 40, which is really weird. Let's see if I can speed up the turbo just slightly. So you can hear it chugging. It's so... That's what I hate about this, is that sometimes just OBS just destroys what you're trying to do. You can play it outside of streaming and it runs perfect. As soon as you start streaming, OBS is just like, nope, we're going to suck everything out of the room here. Alright, so it's not plug-in. Let's check. Core settings. Okay, there we go. You can hear it sound like it's sped up a little bit. There we go. Now we're at full speed again.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, KO. Win, Kinshido.
Win! Men in green.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
Oh, really? He countered it, that jerk. Yeah. Let's go back to the arcade. This is just annoying me way too much. I will figure out how to do this real quick, set it up the right controls. So it just really pisses me off with OBS. Is that it will just destroy certain games you have. You can make stuff run. Like the last time I ran into this problem was, what was it? Street Fighter EX3. I had done that game like offline. It runs perfectly, flawlessly, and then the moment you fire up OBS, it just causes the game to just chug. All right, let's see if I can figure out the controls real quick. Arcade.
1990X 年世界は核の炎に包まれた。海は枯れ、地は裂け、あらゆる生命体が絶滅したかに見えた。だが人類は死滅していなかった。
We'll see if this helps.
Hokuto no Ken. The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Okay, so A needs to be whatever that button's set up to. Light, heavy, kick. This should be light and heavy. Okay, so I need to get those two reversed. And a crash dummy. Yay! Out freaking standing. So I don't know if it's saved my configurations or not. Let's try it again. Okay, this should be fine now. Should be able to work with this.
Hokuto no Ken. The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Okay, this is a lot better now.
Win, Kinshiro. Battle 2. Decide the destiny. Hokuto Shinken no mai ni wa shi aru nomi.
Timer scam. Do I send anybody to heck him? Don't worry, I didn't hit a vital point. Yeah, I can tell with all the thrashing. Kenshiro versus Shin. Oh, great! I'm at the. Maybe he has my girlfriend already.
Kenshiro versus Shin. The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
'It's really annoying. Keep like doing overheads when you just want to do like straight punches. If you hold like any direction, you start like doing an overhead or a stronger attack knockback. There are instant kills in this game, but you have to pull off like many different requirements. Like if you see the upper right next to Shin's name, he's got like a couple of different like stars there. If you do a hold or a knockback move, like counter hit, it will take one of those stars away from him. And then you can actually, like, if they're all down to 0 and your bar is full, you can pull off the instant kill. It doesn't happen too often. It does, like, in competitive play, definitely. Like, you'd see a lot of those fatal KOs at the tournament that was on the other day. Don't worry, I didn't hit a vital point again. Well, it's obvious because you didn't explode all over the place. Mamiya? Mamiya? What? Yep, Mamiya. Okay. She's got like yo-yos and all sorts of different things. Crossbows.
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Okay, that doesn't get over air. Got it. I still don't know what that move does. Ooh, won by the timer scam.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
Oh, she's got me down before she can actually fatally KO me. That's what that warning was for. Counter move. That move is just so freaking shallow. If you landed on them, they'd die in 3 seconds, but it's like game seconds. It's like really super slow. Give her the old slap slap. Ken's a ladies' man. Keeps the pimp ham strong. Hooray!
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Well, thank goodness my shirt instantly healed up. Self-healing shirts are the way of the future in nuclear wastelands. Oh, that pushed me back. Seem to be winning by a lot of timer ends. But of course, I'm not really. I haven't played this game a long time, so I never was that good at it to begin with.
Decide the destiny.
Alright, got him. Yeah, so now he's got like 3 seconds left to live, but I mean, this is like game seconds here, so. You see, it's a long countdown. And I win.
Hokuto Shinken no mai ni wa shi aru no mi. Win, Kenshiro.
So I've been trying to land it the entire time and just finally did. Yagi, his other evil brother, who basically scarred himself to basically look like you, and then wears a mask because he tried to kill him, because he tried to kill you. It's a long, complicated thing. Just watch the animated movie, it summarizes it real quick.
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Okay.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
俺は一時も忘れたことはなかったガンガン両断派ガンガン両断派なんと邪狼撃平山超猛将派比叡剣ガンガン両断派
Okay, so he's got me right into the instant kill territory. He could do a fatal KO as soon as he gets a full aura bar. If he just doesn't kill me straight off first. Which didn't happen. I still don't know how to, like, deplete, like, the star gauge, and I call it the star gauge in the upper corner. I don't know how to deplete that faster. I just know, like, charge up attacks and, like, throws will take off one chunk, but I mean, the computer can take off, like, 2 or 3. And this is Toki, I think another one of your brothers or cousins. He's actually a good guy. He's dying from cancer and using his martial arts to basically keep himself alive. In the story, at least. He was like more of a healer.
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
Alright, MX, thanks for hanging out. See you later.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
So stop hanging in the air, dude. Counter move. Never got this far in the arcade. I'm kind of surprised, especially with like how good I'm not at this game. Zelda. Sauta. Not Souther. Not Powder, but Sauta.
お前の更新もここで行き止まりだ。でかい口を聞くようになって遅い。The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
ガンガン両断派
This guy's just got counter moves for days. Holy crap.
誰も俺を倒すことはできるのだ。
Not the lose.
Battle 2. Decide the destiny.
Oh no. Not the pyramid. Oh. Here we go. Oh crap, I missed it. That was the fatal KO. I didn't know what the button combination was. Crap. So I could have ended the match right there if I had hit him with it. I didn't know what the button combination is because not everything is set up correctly on the stick, so bummer. Let's try it again. Then after this, I'll probably be calling it quits. For today, at least.
The time of retribution. Battle 1. Decide the destiny.
This guy's got like super armor. Here's what I'll do instead. I'm actually going to fire up the PlayStation 2 version real quick and just show you what I've been trying to do, and then we're going to end the stream because it's like I'm getting tired and pain pills are not working out too well. So let's say I need to go to emulation, PlayStation 2, fire this version up because this one works better for this game. Fast. Yeah, that's normal speed. I say it's not running full speed. Here comes the fatal KO. Let me show you what it looks like. Listen, OBS just screws up the computer so bad. Such a disappointment, because this game, if you get this game, like Fist of the North Star, Hokuto no Ken, and play it through the PlayStation emulator, which is a PCSX2, I guarantee it's going to work probably just perfectly fine for you. No problems whatsoever. But OBS is just such a memory hog, it just kills everything across the board, so it's rather unfortunate. But for now, we have reached the end of the stream, so I want to thank everybody, of course, for hanging out. Fico, good to see you drop by. Ronnie, and also Nimix as well. Anybody else lurking in chat is also cool, too. I always like to say that lurkers are always welcome to my stream. So thanks for hanging out as I went through and, played a bunch of Fist of the North Star games tonight. If you have any type of suggestions for what I should play in the future, you can always check out the games list that I have below, listed below the stream window. Basically tells you what games that I have in my library, where you can suggest just for things I might look into and possibly getting. Think about possibly trying out Jump Force, do some anime, have some fun with that. You can also check me out on Twitter at Warsoul555. You don't have to follow me there or anything, but I always post up in chat like basically about 2 or 3 hours ahead of time if I'm going to be streaming that night, or if I have to cancel or push it back for whatever reason. And speaking of streaming, I usually stream every other day. So today is Tuesday, so next time we'll be streaming would be Thursday, Valentine's Day, because I'll be alone. I don't have a girlfriend. Big shock. But I'll be streaming there 8:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're not sure what time that is, just type it into Google, and it will tell you for wherever it is that you are in the world. So thank you so much for hanging out, and hopefully I'll think of something to stream for Thursday coming up. If you don't have a date or whatever, check me out. Hope to see you guys next time.